Yes guys, now in yesterday's video I used a clip featuring this woman, and I'll be honest, my reaction would have been different if I'd have done more research and had more information about this woman. Now for those of you who didn't see yesterday's video or my reaction, then here it is.
We argued that the only reason people admire bodybuilders who have built their body with muscle and not obese people who have built their body with eating huge amounts of food is because there's prejudice against fat people. And so bodybuilding could benefit from including the non-competitive display of fat bodies alongside muscular ones.
People look up to bodybuilders because they can see they work their ass off to get like that. Not many people walk around the street like that because it takes a lot of work. If you want to get involved, get to the gym, get on a diet and stop moaning. Now as you can see, I'm not actually attacking her or anything, but I'll be completely honest, I didn't know anything about this woman, and it's through lack of research and also because I jumped to conclusions because she's overweight. But it turns out she's on our side, and I want to shout out to someone in the comments called Mew. He said, "I think you should issue a correction here, Arako. The woman is on your side. She's called Helen Pluckrose and was part of the Grievance Studies affair, where she, James Lindsay and Peter Boghosen wrote a bunch of fake feminist papers about ludicrous topics to see if academic journals would accept their blatant jokes." It says one of the papers was called Fat Bodybuilding, where they argued that their paper should be a separate category for fat people in bodybuilding competitions. They submitted it to a journal on fat studies and it got accepted. She realised that she herself is overweight, but she has written extensively about the brain rot of body positivity and the rest of it.
That paper just has an awful lot of silliness. And I take that one quite personally because I've been trying to engage with fat studies, as I don't precisely have thin privilege myself. And it's very difficult to talk about the health problems. And for people who are trying to lose weight or trying to get healthy, this kind of activism going on in the background, preventing them getting the right advice and the right medical treatment is I think, is going to be much more of a problem.
So this woman's actually just a troll who submitted bogus papers to academic journals in cultural, queer, race, gender, fat and sexuality studies to determine whether they would pass through peer review and be accepted for publication. Several of these papers were actually published.
One of your papers touted insights into male culture based on the inspection of 10,000 dog genitals. I mean, really? What did it claim to show, and who published it?
That was Gender, Place and Culture. That's a feminist geography journal. So yeah, our dog park paper, as we call it, it argued that by looking at dogs in a dog park and incidents of unwanted humping among them and how humans reacted to that, we could confidently state that both dog parks and nightclubs were condoning spaces and that we should train men like dogs.
What the fuck?
And we submitted a first draft of this and it was received positively. One of the reviewers suggested it could be benefited by the addition of black feminist criminology. So we did that, and it really is an absolutely absurd paper, but there's also a very dark element there, because the reason it went down well was because we were claiming a kind of implicit bias. You've seen the reference to implicit biases. We can't see racism and sexism so easily anymore because it's been criminalised and it's also frowned upon, but it's still believed to be there. So a lot of scholarship looks into ways to dig it out and make it visible. So by making these claims about how people responded to their dogs, we were feeding into that. And by making men the villains of the piece, we were also flattering the political biases.
So basically Helen Pluckrose is trying to cancel culture, and she's trying to expose all the Muppets, and she's got a set of balls because she's not only doing that, but she's also exposing the bias and how a lot of these academics will jump on any opportunity to make certain people look bad. So shout out to Helen Pluckrose and shout out to Mew and you guys for correcting me with this. I'm gonna make some mistakes sometimes, but that's why we're a community, so you guys can call me out and I can correct it.
So why do you want me to go? Is this not a publicly funded school board?
Who's literally just making the school board safer for kids.
Who's that?
This teacher over there.
Oh, you speak for Mr. DeBono. He's unable to himself. I thought he was an educated man.
Yeah, because y'all are idiots.
Pardon me?
That's all I'm going to say. You're just a bigot? You can go.
Oh, what makes me a bigot, ma'am? Or sir? I'm not sure. I didn't misgender you, did I?
Oh, please, go fuck yourself.
Oh, that's not very ladylike.
Oh, now you're fucking misgendering me. Ladylike.
Oh, well, what are you exactly?
None of your fucking business. What are you?
But you said I misgendered you. If I don't know what you are, how can I not misgender you?
You can't win with a lot of these Muppets because they don't know what they want and they don't understand what they're saying. So how the fuck is anyone else supposed to? And it seems a lot of the times the ones that are so accepting and need protecting are the ones that are the most aggressive. And whenever someone's got a different opinion, they start saying it's hate speech or they start playing the victim.
Yes, I think women are innocent.
You think women are innocent. So you know, you're calling me misogynist. I don't even know what the reverse of that is, but you're like the super feminist or something like that. She is.
Yeah, I am.
There you go. So you're.
Yes, I am.
So what she's saying is she's a misandrist, but she uses the term feminism when she doesn't actually believe in equality. She just believes in superiority, and that men are to blame for everything, and she's a victim.
Yes, I am a feminist, obviously.
So what makes you any different than me? First of all, I'm not a misogynist, because a misogynist is someone that puts down women. I exalt women to their rightful role.
But see,
women are supposed to be women, not men. And every time somebody says that a woman is equal to a man and does what a man could do, and you're actually abusing and denigrating women. Women have a unique purpose, and they're special. They're fearfully and wonderfully made by God. I support women. So I'm not a misogynist. I don't put down. You're putting down women by saying women can be men. Women are special, and no man can just convert and say I'm a woman today. You're putting down women by saying that.
Preach, brother.
I'm pro-woman. I'm pro-mothers. I'm pro-wives, and I'm pro-women.
I mean, if she cared so much about women, she might stop encouraging other women to be super feminist, because we've seen how that started to turn out.
Cat lady.
Pro-women, and I'm very pro.
No, but your initial.
No, but your statement right now, your statement right now is saying you think women are innocent.
I do think women are innocent because women are victims of the system that was built against them. They are victims of the patriarchy. So obviously they're going to result to means such as prostitution. They have no means to feed their children, absolutely no money, don't know where the next meal's coming from, borderline living on the streets. Do you know the Muffin Man? Because men love cheating on their wives.
What?
And the market's there. The market's there. So poor women with no other option are gonna result.
This victim mentality will not get you nowhere. If you want to be such a powerful, strong feminist, stop acting like a victim and stop acting like it's all men's fault and men have that much power over your life. Because we don't, and you can do what you want. No one's stopping you.
You know, you said I'm a misogynist, but there's another word that I didn't really look up until now. It's called misandry. Misandry is a hatred and contempt or prejudice against men.
Okay.
So you think you're innocent, but you're not. And the problem with what you said is you've denigrated women to such a point, like, well, you know, because of men, because of this, I can't get out of my situation, because of patriarchy, you know, I'm just this helpless woman, and you know, men subjugate us. You know, I think women are higher than that.
Yeah, the women that I know hold themselves to a higher standard than that. And I think if you think like this woman and you've got this victim mentality, you're not going to get anywhere, and you need Michael.
Get some help.